Hey guys, it's me, myself, and I, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a continuation of the growing up with siblings. I know it's not a continuation exactly because my previous video was exposing my childhood. But this time it's going to be growing up with siblings, and this is going to continue into a kind of series segment thing. Because I have a lot of stories and a lot to say on this kind of subject because you go, I had a lot of them. Siblings, I mean. Today's video is going to be expectations of having a sibling versus the reality. And if most of you have siblings, and most of you will be able to relate to this, before I babble on any much further, let's just get on to the video. Alrighty, so number one is constant companionship. You think that you're always going to be there for each other. You're never going to fight, you're never going to argue, you love each other all the time. They're like your best friend. You got this, sis. I believe in you. Thanks. I really appreciate it. You know I'm always here for you. Thanks. I love you. I love you too, bro. When in reality, not so much. There's a lot of arguing. Leave me alone. Go away, you stupid idiot. Bitch. A lot of fighting. I mean, it depends on the type of siblings you are, but I can tell you right now, there was so much fighting as a child. Like, all of us just kind of clashed, because you're not always gonna get along with your sibling. It's a clash in personality. You're not gonna get along with everyone, even if they are your sibling, but they are always there. Always. They are there for you most of the time. Might not be always like when you want them to be. Same with a lot of things. They're not always what you want them to be, but they do their best, and honestly it can be quite rewarding sometimes. And also with constant companionship, there's like so much fighting, not just verbal abuse thrown at each other, not verbal vomit, no, physical fights. You get on like full like punch-ups and everything, just like. Number two is sharing your food. It's kind of like having a best friend, or just like anyone in general. You can typically, the foods you don't like, you can give to them. Like, the expectation is that you're constantly sharing and it's a happy time, and that they acknowledge and accept your boundaries when it comes to food, and they acknowledge that that's yours and that that's theirs. Like, and there's a understanding and respect there. But no, the reality is that there's none. The siblings don't understand boundaries, ever. They kind of just take what they want, even if it's yours, and just eat it, do whatever they want with it, because I don't care. They prefer their own satisfaction over your own. There's no sharing. The only good part of having a sibling when it comes to food is you can literally dump your least favorite foods onto them. Do you want it? Hell yeah, I'll take it. If they like that, of course, but most often than not, they probably don't. No, I don't like it. I don't like it either. Take it, please. I can't even go through mine. Sometimes they might, but. Number three is a continuation of the previous point, and that's just sharing in general. I feel like most of this video is just about sharing. And do you ever get that rule where it says sharing is caring? When it's not. You can still care, but you don't want to share. You can care about that person and just not share, like, duh. Sharing in general is a pain in the ass. You expect that everything will be shared equally and that everyone will be kind and respectful and like be very equal and generous with one another. No. You are clearly mistaken. There's no way anything equal. There will constantly be an argument or a tantrum or anything in relation to whether or not it's equal. You always have to make sure it's at the same cup and it must be equal, like at the same level. Otherwise we don't want it. And if anyone relates to me on this, you literally have to, like, if you're cutting anything, like sharing any food or something, you have to make sure, like, you will get a ruler in there and everything to make sure it is equal, and you've got to cut it right in front of them. Or if you're going to be smart and selfish, you'll do it when they're not looking and give them the smallest. I always did that. Not always, but I was always stuck with the smaller pieces, but it's just a tip. Okay, so moving on is personal space, which is number 4. Yeah, say goodbye to that if you ever have a sibling. Yeah, there's no such thing. I shared a bedroom with my 7 sisters at one stage, and then it just like kept getting less by like every time everyone grew up and like left in a way. But with that, there was no sense of personal space. Everyone was just on your bed, just like throwing stuff around, just using your stuff. And same with the bathroom. No, you don't get your alone time. You have everyone trying to go in and then just do their own stuff. Lounge room, living room, whatever. You've got someone constantly sitting on, almost on top of you, because they want that seat, or they just can't be bothered to find a new one. They just want to annoy the hell out of you, and they just like, yeah, right there. Honestly, most of the time it's just out of spite or laziness or boredom. Just don't care. So you expect to have your own personal space. You kind of bounce off each other at your own pet time, and you just flow. Like, you don't have to share a room. You've got your own personal space. If you want to be alone, you get to have your alone time. But in reality, that's not the way it is.
Or if you just listen to me, I can't.
Did I say you could come in? I want to hang out with you. I'm sorry, this isn't my room. I like your room, it's just better. There's nothing for you to do. I've got nothing else to do. I'm gonna sit here. Can you leave? Please go. What you playing? Hey, get away. Get up. No, go away. Go away. No. Leave me alone. Get out. No, never in a million years will you get your own space with a sibling. Unless you're in a mood and everyone's angry, then everyone will just like disperse. And number 5 is clothing. Expectation is that you ask to borrow each other's clothes. And, can I borrow this? OMG, of course. Thank you so much. Oh, you know what would look really good with that? You know your like silver flats? Oh, they would go so perfect with them. Yes, I was thinking the exact same thing. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, no. Anger, frustration, disrespect follows with that. This is really cute. Can I borrow it sometime? No. Get your own clothes. Why not? You borrow all my clothes all the time. You're dirty. Why would I let you borrow my clothes? No. We'll go ask someone else. As a middle child, you will know the pain of never owning a single new piece of clothing. You'll always get hand-me-downs. If you ask to share, or like to do this or that, you will get backlash from your sibling saying no, like, how dare you? But as soon as you buy yourself or have new clothing, you're expected to share. This is like with anything. Oh my god, I love your jacket. Can I borrow it sometime? No. What do you mean? Don't be a stingy bitch. No, I'm not allowed to borrow yours, so you're not allowed to borrow mine. I'm taking it. I'm telling mom. Get lost. You have all this stuff for yourself, and you're the one expected to share when no one else will. It's disrespectful, like, if you ask me. Anyway, that's all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below literally anything, like what you guys want to see in the future, or if like you guys have any other experiences with siblings. I just want to know everyone's different stories. I just want to see like anyone's got the same or different experiences with their siblings. It's always interesting to me to hear the different sibling, like, groupings, I guess. Anyway, that's it for today's video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. That's a load of bullshit. That right there is a load of bull fucking shit. A bunch of twats, that is.